Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Prince Magnum channel where hot rodding and romance do coexist. I'm your host, Prince Magnum. Welcome to another live stream, and welcome to an In Your Face because we're on the road. They said maybe you should give it up. Maybe you should, try a different platform, something like that. If you want to make your success. Well, thus far, we are proving those who said it couldn't be done wrong. Saturday night, and I figured tonight is a great night to talk about that, how hard we've had to work. And I said we, because this has not been just me doing this thing. So that is what is up. So, a lot of shout outs tonight. What's going on, Mike? Welcome to a live stream. Don't forget, tomorrow, your favorite segment's going to be on for tomorrow. Good to see you, buddy. Hey, Sad Cat. Welcome to the live. We're on the road. We're on the road to that successful, 4,000 watch hours. We're going to wait till a little bit, not too terribly long, but we'll wait about 5-10 minutes, and then we'll announce how close we are. Which I got a funny feeling after tomorrow, it's probably going to be really close. It's going to be ridiculously close. We're going to see how it turns out. We're going to see how everything turns out. Yes, tomorrow is going to be, Cinnamon will be on. That's correct. Now, if you're not fully aware, the whole Cinnamon thing, oh my goodness. Targ, AWS Targ, I know I'm gonna, mess that up. It'll be 7 o'clock Central Standard Time, US. For those of you on the East Coast, if you're not familiar with the whole Cinnamon thing, it's good to see everybody. I know I'm going to massacre some names because there's a lot of people coming in I've never really seen yet. So that's going to be kind of a nice experience. But we are on the road to our goal. Now, if you're not familiar with what our goal is, our goal is to hit that 4,000 watch hours. We've got the time. Well, basically, we've got the subscription number. Normally it is, but Princess Faye is at work, and I wasn't expected to get out of work when I did. Normally I don't work the weekends, but there's been some changes to the schedule right now to kind of make sure that maintenance still gets taken care of. So the problem is that because of that whole ordeal, hang on a second. The problem runs into where I had to kind of jockey the schedule around. Normally it's a Cinnamon Saturday, but we're going to have to do a Cinnamon Sunday instead, which is totally fine. Now, when I say it's a Cinnamon Sunday, I'm not kidding. When I say Cinnamon Sunday, basically, there's usually some sort of premiere video that's going to come out, has all to do with about Cinnamon. Something that maybe she's done. Hey, what's going on, Gina? I appreciate you stopping in. So you'll get the opportunity. All right, well, I'll see you tomorrow then. Thank you for coming in. So yes, most definitely. And if y'all hadn't had a chance, be sure to smash that like button. All right. Okay. Initially it started off as a joke. The whole Cinnamon thing started off as a joke, and it was more or less like a Q&A with my wife and I. And what ended up happening is there you go. There you go. That's awesome. Well, see, what happened we were doing a Q&A, and somehow the question got brought up, have I ever, wore makeup before? And I said yes. And and I said, but it was always goth makeup. You ever done yourself up like a woman? Was the next question. And there was that one time that I was drunk. So it was a really bad drag at that. Was very drunk, went out shopping. And that's where it started. Someone said they wanted to see it. And I think it might have been you, Mike, who said it. So the next thing I know, we did a live stream where I was in goth makeup. It looked good. It looked really good. But then we knew that the next makeup stream, that there was going to be a makeup live stream and that I was going to be done up in makeup. And as a matter of fact, when the question, it was brought up, I actually had people approaching me. Yeah, maybe my ass. I had people actually approaching me saying, "Are you really going to do this?" And it's like, I had no choice. Well, so we did the one and the numbers came back. It was huge. It was huge. So the numbers were huge, and I said, well, maybe this is a thing. You got to remember, I come from a time frame where guys just didn't do something like that. Okay, I mean, I was a child of the '80s, and doing something like that meant you were pitching for the other team, and you didn't want to be pitching for the other team, even if you did swing that way. If you catch my meaning. So I grew up in a time frame where that was not okay. And in the '90s, us '80s kids had to really, where we had that pounded into our head, we had a big struggle with it. So it was a big change because some of our friends were coming up and saying, "Hey, man, you know, uh, I'm gay," and you're like, "What?" You didn't know what to say, you know, and so it was one of those deals. It's like, you know, you so it was a struggle. It was a struggle for a lot of us, those of us who were teenagers in the '90s. Um, hey, what's going on, Sean? So it was kind of like that. So here I am now putting on makeup and basically acting out a drag queen character that we developed, and I will say at times it is a little bizarre. It is a little bizarre. Well, yeah, and I'm actually going to explain something. And so that, I mean, you got to understand that's how I was brought up. Well, there's this particular series of books that my first fiance, and technically also, we got engaged twice. And every time we broke up, it was usually my fault. But anyhow, she introduced me to a series of books called the Velgarth novels, which is written by Mercedes Lackey. And I got through, basically I was following the timeline, even though that's not how the books were written. But I was following the timeline. I got through the Mage Wars, and I was now in a series of books called the Books of the Last Herald Mage. Now, if you like sci-fi fantasy, if you're a Harry Potter kind of person, this is actually better, 1,000 times better than any Harry Potter or any other book like that out there. This blows it all out of the water. As a matter of fact, she's one of those. I know there's some people that like Anne Rice, and I'll be absolutely honest with you. I'm not an Anne Rice kind of person. What's going on, Chairman? So I started reading these books, and when I started reading the books of the Last Herald Mage, Harold. Oh, thank you, Mr. Cartoon. Good to see you, buddy. So when I started reading the books yeah, it's been a minute. I've been wondering how you were doing. So when we started doing the whole thing with, where I was reading these books, yes, I did. Um, okay, that's a good question. Now that's a real good question. Uh, Miss Lizzie, I will say Cinnamon is going to be a part of the Prince Magnum channel as long as the people want Cinnamon a part of the Prince Magnum channel. It's one of those things that if it's not taking views, if it's not, that's funny, Mr. Cartoon. If it's as long as the cinnamon character is, then yes, I will continue to do it. I will continue to develop that character. As a matter of fact, I'm looking into costumes and different things like that that will add to the character. Here's the thing: who is Cinnamon? That the drag queen character we came up with? That's Cinnamon. Yes, Chairman, I got your message, and I figured you were probably going to be poking in. You know, yeah, everyone loves Cinnamon. And the one thing I will say that I do enjoy is it gives me an opportunity to do some acting. Sean. And see, here's the thing. As long as Cinnamon is, as long as the Cinnamon character is still wanted by the community, basically, you remember the regular makeup streams? Well, we've developed a drag queen character from there. And tomorrow night, that drag queen character will be live along with a premiere video. So as long as the character is still liked and accepted by the public, that is going to be one of those things that we will continue to do it. And as I started to say, when I started to lose my prejudice, if you will, against the oh yes, yes. As a matter of fact, I have to confess, basically it's a straight guy playing a drag queen. That's the funniest part of this whole thing. It's a straight guy playing the drag queen, which, ironically enough, what time? It'll be 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. I'm not sure what part of the world you're in, but basically the same time tonight that we started, which we've only been live for 12 and a half minutes. So about the same time tomorrow, we will start again, and we'll be live doing the whole Cinnamon thing. Now, I will say that normally I do lock it down. If you're not 18 or older, I do ask that how you doing, Queen? Good to see you. There's our Miss Queen Bee joining us. I was wondering if you'd be able to make it tonight. You've been spending a lot of time with TFZ, which rightfully so. That's your sweetheart right there. Well, good. I'm glad. So I mean, that's kind of the thing that we're working on right now. Basically, as long as the Cinnamon character is accepted by the general populace, we're going to continue to push the character. But I will also say that the character has become very popular here on the channel. And the irony of it is imagine, oh, you're in California, so you're 2 hours behind me. So 7 o'clock Central Standard Time will be 5 o'clock your time if you're in California. So 5 o'clock your time on the Pacific Coast. And for those in the UK, it'll be 1 o'clock. Poor Chairman has been all messed up since we did the Harley Quinn makeup stream. He has not been the same since. It's like, don't you ever do that again, man. That was just wrong. I've been done up as Boy George. I've been done up as Dr. Frankenfurter from the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Actually been done up like Paul Stanley and Peter Criss of Kiss. Which I will go ahead and say, when it comes to Kiss, I'm a huge fan of Kiss. And I'm not 100% happy with Kiss putting the makeup on two other guys other than Ace Frehley and Peter Criss, putting the Space Ace makeup and the Catman makeup on two people that they should have their own character makeup. And that's just kind of how I feel about it. I know some people might argue that, but that's just my opinion. Being a Kiss fan as long as I've been, and I started listening to Kiss in the '80s, so I didn't know any. I knew some of their stuff from when they were wearing the makeup in the '70s, but I'll be absolutely honest with you: the best music Kiss had was in the '80s and '90s. So if you've never turned on and listened to that, we have thought about that. No, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. The Harley Quinn was actually that good. Hey, what's going on, Daniel? Good to see you. The Harley Quinn look was actually that good. Princess Faye did an amazing job. And I will say that from some of the stuff that we've done with the makeup, that was actually how we came up with the actual Cinnamon makeup scheme. It does change a little bit here, but for the most part, the general look. All right, give me a moment here, actually. Daniel, I know you. There we go. Just like that, Daniel, you got a wrench again. No, I don't have a hammer on me today. I'm not working on anything. But let me also say that, the whole cinnamon thing, imagine for a split second, one day I'm done up. All right, no problem. No problem, Daniel. Let me also say right now, it is a little bit of it is a little weird. One day I'll be done up as cinnamon. The next day I might be out working on one of the cars. It's actually really weird. So it's kind of like that. Oh, no, no. It was just the makeup and I'm telling you, it was messed up. It's good to see everybody today. It's really good to see everyone. Currently, I've been working on videos. There's basically, hi, honey. Welcome to live, honey. For those that don't know, Faye Rue is my beautiful, gorgeous, lovely wife. That's the woman that continues to help build me up, and she's also the key that unlocks the Cinnamon character. Without it, it's just some dude, sitting on camera pretending he's a drag queen. I cannot do my makeup anymore. Couldn't even attempt it now. No, Cinnamon does not leave the house. Not right now. Because of everything going on with the pandemic, it's work, store, and home. That's it. I don't go out much right now. Princess Faye and I very rarely go out anymore. The reason being is just for safety's sake. I'm high risk. So because of that right now, right, right. Um, so that's just kind of how it goes. That's just kind of how it goes right now. Yeah, yeah, I figured it had been. They don't even bother counting the cases right now. But currently, right now, just for safety's sake, because I am high risk, I have had a stroke. I've had blood clots in my left lung. So it's because of the fact that I'm high risk. I don't get out much. Right now. It's just for safety's sake. If I have to go out, it's a have to situation only. So because of that, we don't get out much. And Princess Faye will even tell you, no, he does. He stays at home. Appreciate that, Mr. Cartoon. So because of the fact that we're talking that, I have to stay, kind of, off on my own, um, Cinnamon doesn't get to go out. But for right now, we have added now, tomorrow, I've got to start loading it. But tomorrow there will be a premiere video, and it's going to be about 36 minutes long. And let me explain. The video is to add to the Cinnamon content for the Off the Chain series. If you play Fortnite, if you play the video game Fortnite, it is a cross-platform game, so you can play it on pretty much anything. Oh, she's doing good. Is there a Grandpa Magnum? Yes, there is one Grandpa Magnum left. He's doing good. So, what was I yapping about? Oh, the Fortnite challenge. If you play Fortnite, there's a few people that have already taken the challenge. And basically, you get to play Fortnite with Cinnamon, and you have to try not to laugh, and you have to last a half an hour. One person has survived. When I get to 2K, you know what we're going to do? We're probably going to do something stupid in Project Spirit. That's probably what we're going to do. That's exactly what we're going to do. So that's kind of how it all goes right now. So we are adding to the Cinnamon content. Hey, what's going on, Mikey G? Good to see you, buddy. So again, if you like Fortnite and you want to take the Cinnamon challenge, it's actually I will say, when it comes to a shooter game, it's really not my style, but I like playing it with friends. Yes, you will be on the mic. Um, Basically, it since Fortnite has the capability to actually talk, you can't cheat. You can't cheat the challenge. Now, one person did survive so far. We've done 2 challenges thus far, and one person. Yes, I appreciated that, Mike. It was really nice of you to do that. I choked back tears the whole time because that meant a lot to me. It really meant a lot. So the way that it works is, again, if you play Fortnite and you want to take the Cinnamon challenge, you have to try not to laugh at any innuendo that Cinnamon may be laying down in the lives in that recording. But so far, the 2 that we've done, Mr. Raven Nuts is the only one who has so far not laughed, and the only one to win a match with Cinnamon is none other than Gamerian BRFC. He actually won a match with Cinnamon, and so it was a full on. Cinnamon went in and kicked me. That's right, Mr. Raven Nuts. I forget where he got the name from, but when I heard it, I thought it was funny, but it was really funny. But yeah, he was the only one who did not laugh at Cinnamon during Fortnite. Yeah, Raven actually he did admit at the end that that it actually was hurting. Hey, what's going on, Simon? But uh, Ian is the only one who has actually won a duos match with Cinnamon so far. That's so Ian has still. I got a funny feeling that Ian's going to want a rematch. Ian's going to want a rematch. And believe me, I worked really hard to try to get Raven to crack, but he couldn't. He was the oak. Oh my gosh, that's funny. But yeah, he's the only one who managed to, yeah. Um Actually it's really funny because initially my poor boss, yes, I've seen I Am Legend. Yeah, I've not seen the original, but I've seen the remake, with Will Smith. It wasn't bad. How do my Actually, most everyone is pretty cool with it, except the ones that are around my age. They're the ones who struggle the most. To be honest with you, Lizzie, they're the ones that struggle the most, uh, and it's mainly because of the fact that again, we all come from an age when that wasn't okay, so it is a bit of a struggle. But my my boss, I showed her, and she had a big laugh about it. She had a real big laugh about it, and she thought it was funny. That's funny. I don't know. So, I mean, that's just it. The Cinnamon character has brought in other viewers. Uh, it just brings in it's brought in more viewers. Um, would she's here a little bit longer? Yeah, we'll definitely do that. That is definitely on the plate. It's one of those things. Stick around a little while. If I already know, if I've known you, for a while, that's a little different. But it's one of those things. Let me get to know you. Then the weather has actually been really chilly, but I just wanted to sit outside and kind of hang out. Just chill out with everybody. I just wanted to sit outside, and I mean, it's cold, but it's not that cold right now for the moment. I'll probably be, griping later and that sort of thing. Now, I've been meaning to say it. We're almost at that 450. Yeah, way off in the distance. There's dogs barking. Some of the neighbors have got dogs. We got our cats. Um, Cats don't make that much noise compared to how dogs can get sometimes. But that's what they do. They're just protecting home. That's what they do. So, the watch hours. I imagine by the end of this live stream, we'll probably be in the ballpark area of about 450 watch hours to go. So we're on the road to monetization. YouTube has already sent me an email saying, "Heads up, we know you're close. You know, we know you're close. So heads up, hang in there." So it's kind of like that. Just keep doing what you're doing, basically. And when I read the email, I was really excited. It's like, okay, we're getting close. And that was around the time that I hit, that I was at like 1.05 and 3,000 watch hours. So they already sent me that email saying, "Hey, get ready, man. Strap yourself in. You're getting close." So there's actually some folks that have been running my playlist night and day, getting me closer. But right now, we're actually battling myself. Um, and let me explain. Basically, it has to do with a 12-month time frame. So legitimately, at this time last year, I was releasing some kick-ass videos, and unfortunately, I'm battling myself right now. So that's just kind of one of those things, you know, I'm just kind of battling myself. Oh yeah, yeah, that's right. Tomorrow is Save the World over on uh Mr. Raven Nuts channel. I think you're going to be doing it too, aren't you, Mike? Um and if you want, I'm definitely down. Obviously not during a premiere or the Cinnamon live stream or when I'm getting the makeup put on. Shoot, might have to, get some people, you know. Might have to get some people to join Cinnamon and save the world, because that's Cinnamon's favorite, is save the world. So heads up, we are definitely on the road to monetization. Um, Again, we got a lot of videos coming out. I'm not gonna stay live for as long as I normally do. Well over the. We have looked at that, and oh, I'm sure. Yeah, most definitely, I'm down for it. Along with that, let me also throw out there that as we're getting closer to monetization, the money will go back into the project cars. 12 p.m. So it'll be 6 o'clock in the morning for me. I'll be up. Don't worry. We're figuring Monday. Well, Monday I get paid, and we're thinking that Project Spirit should just about be done at the shop. I have not gotten any of those phone calls saying that we're still missing parts. It looks like everything's ready to go. So Project Spirit should be ready to go, be back home as a fully, as an automatic car instead of a manual car. She's losing her 3-speed standard. I hate to give it up, but it's just getting too hard to get the parts for. And let me say something right now. For a while, Summit Racing actually had, people supporting a movement to save the manual transmissions. All right, Mike G. It's good to see you, buddy. Well, I'll catch up with you later. Guy's amazing. So right now, Project Spirit should be home before you know it. We did run into some problems, but it wasn't that bad. It was like, the flex plate they sent me was the wrong one. It was the wrong size, and you got to understand with those old inlines, the old inline sixes from Ford, a lot of the parts numbers when it went to computer got messed up. So there's an excellent chance that the flex plate doesn't exist anymore. Most people just yank those 6 cylinders out and throw them away, which is stupid. Which, unfortunately, as we're looking at the grand scheme of things, we were wanting to keep that old engine, but we may not be able to. All right, Mike. All right. Keep me posted. All right, Chairman, you go rest up, buddy. And I'll holler at you. I did see your message though, and I'm thinking of you. I'm so sorry you're dealing with this stuff. So right now, as it stands, Project Spirit will be back. Once she gets back home, there's going to be a lot. All right, I'll see you later, brother. When she gets back home, one of the first things that has to be done is obviously there's going to be a lot of filming done with the new automatic. And along with that, there's going to be, we're going to start looking ahead at working on Project Lena. Project Lena is falling apart on us, and we got to do something about this, which that's actually ideal for the Prince Magnum channel, because a lot of times when you get your hands on a modern car and you decide you want to customize it, most of the time they're in disrepair. And when I say modern car, I'm talking 1995, 96, that ballpark area, and newer. That is a modern car to me. Technically speaking, I would even go so far as to say 1990 and newer is a modern car compared to what I'm used to. I've mostly owned cars before that time frame. So to me, modern cars start in 1990, if you were to twist my arm. But that's just me. I'm not saying that that's the way it is. I'm saying for me, that's just how I roll. Now, if you did miss it, there is a video of me getting on it one last time with Project Spirit's stick shift. And let me tell you, that was fun. I know Queen Bee, if she's in the background, she'll tell you it scared the hell out of her because I was scooting through that old highway. And I mean, I was hot footing it. I was laying on the coals. At some points, I was doing 80 and 90 miles an hour on a road that even modern cars can't even handle at 70. So I was hot footing it. Good video. If you've missed it, you definitely should check it out. And we did a big premiere. A lot of people loved it, which I've yet to film, but I need to get in there and film it. And it'll only take a few minutes to finish the editing process. But there's going to be a big video released Monday as a premiere. I hope y'all aren't going anywhere because we will not be live streaming that day. It's going to be about 40 minutes as a big happy 46th birthday to Project Spirit, my 1975 Ford Maverick. So if you like Project Spirit, if you like old cars, and you want to see one, see kind of like the genesis of Project Spirit to where she's at, as basically going all the way back to October of 2015 to current to July 2020. This will be your video, promise. Along with that, about a week from now, we will be premiering. We may be premiering a really awesome video. It's kind of like a lot of you. Yes. I've actually been a semifinalist in a couple of karaoke contests. Actually not horribly bad. Unfortunately, the problem with trying to capture something like that, the number one problem is if you get the microphone on your camera just turned just the right way, or in this case, the wrong way, you get a lot of feedback. It doesn't come out right. If someone's standing too close, too far away, it doesn't come out right. So that's been a struggle. But again, we've not been able to do anything like that this year. Normally, every year, and this year we didn't get to do it. I do when Princess Faye and I celebrate our wedding anniversary, I will go on stage and sing sing our wedding song, which is "Hello Again" by Neil Diamond. For those that don't know, when Princess Faye and I got married, I sang our wedding song at the wedding reception. I was the one that sang it, and I loved it. I had a great time doing it. As a matter of fact, my own mother was actually really shocked. She's like, "I can't even believe that's my son on stage. He's actually really good." And Mama Magnum's real proud of her oldest son, being able to still, hold his own on a stage like that. So I'm actually not too terribly bad. I will say there are some days it's better than others, but that's just the nature of the beast. Some days you're really good and there's going to be days you're not as good. I'm not going to lie. Some days I'm better than others, but anytime I go on stage or, I'm making a video or anything like that, I always like to say that honestly and truthfully, at some point, 100% still may not be that great, but you always get 100% out of me. And I'm not talking that hashtag stuff. I'm talking about the real stuff, genuine, 110%, all go, all go Prince Magnum, that's just how I roll, here on the channel, we are primarily a DIY channel. So if you see any artwork, it's my wife. But the mechanic stuff or getting out there working with tools and things like that, that's usually my thing. Now that I've said that, I also need to address something that you all need to hear. I know there's some new people, and there's probably going to be some people that watch the playback. I'm going to say it again. To my knowledge, the Prince Magnum channel is the first channel on any platform and this even includes television, to bring both custom cars and romance as its main platform. We are the first in the world, to my knowledge, the only ones doing it. That being said, somebody call Guinness. It's like that. We are the first to do it. The two subjects have always been, one and the same. And we did an actual video about a year ago where we actually did. Oh, my wife's home. My wife's home. Easy killer. She's running rough. The old car, Project Lena's running rough. We got to fix that. So that is where that stands. So if you've ever wondered about that, now you know. Now you know. The Prince Magnum channel owns that its own little, section of, we've cornered that market right now. And even if anybody else starts doing it, we did it first. We were the first. That is to my knowledge. And we've been doing it for 5 years. So everybody else can kind of hoping to get in line on that. Okay. Actually, the place that we normally that we did do it over there in Old Park Hills, Missouri, is where we were doing it, but we're actually in the process of looking for a different place because the original place, I don't know if they still do or not, but since it reopened under new ownership. Yeah, Missouri is kind of a backwoods sort of thing, a very podunk area. You're absolutely right, and a lot of people do struggle. Out here trying to get their groove on, out here and find themselves. So yeah, Missouri is a tough place, and Missouri is still very racist towards Native Americans, which I am. It's very racist towards Native Americans, very. And being Native American and that sort of thing, that's just kind of how it is. I'm not going to lie. It's very racist towards the Native Americans. You might think no, Native Americans, that's their thing. And it's been that way for a long time. If you're a Native American, you live in Missouri, you're in the wrong place. Get out of Missouri, which is something that we're actually looking at doing next year. So again, we're on the road to full monetization and we're getting closer to our goal. I imagine by the end of this stream, we'll be extremely close, because that's just kind of how it goes. We've been getting closer as time goes on, a lot closer. But that's just the thing. We've had to, continue to keep working and putting forth that effort, and right now, the numbers keep fluctuating a little bit, but I stay pretty well, 1.07K to 1.08K is kind of how I fluctuate right now. So I'll get a few, I'll lose a few, and back and forth, back and forth. So that's just kind of how it is right now. So I've kind of, been doing that whole thing, and that's just kind of how it goes. Just one of those things. Hey, my buddy Drewski's live. So it's just one of those things that as time goes on, we're holding our own right now. Now imagine as the monetization comes into play that we will gain some more. Hi, honey.
Hi, babe. Meet my kitty George.
Okie dokie. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Missouri anymore. It used to be a better state in the 80s, but not so much now. Times have changed. Missouri refuses to. Yeah, yeah, that's just kind of how it is. Missouri is just a rough state anymore. Welcome to the Bible Belt, you know. And so as a matter of fact, being Native American and pagan at the same time, I've actually had people who were very hateful towards me just because of my pagan beliefs. And it's like, you know, you live in the United States, freedom of religion. Ever heard of it? Just saying, you know. But that's just how it is. You know, you're going to get that. So, um, so again, tomorrow will be Cinnamon Sunday. So pretty much after this live stream, I'm probably gonna, get a few rounds of Fortnite in with Princess Faye. We're just gonna do some duos, and then after the Fortnite, after playing a little bit of Fortnite, um, I got a little film. I might actually, I've got a filming to do, and then after that, I've got the, play a little bit of Fortnite, and then after Fortnite, um, I'll be loading for a premiere the Try Not to Laugh at Cinnamon challenge, and then Cinnamon will be live tomorrow at 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. That'll be 8 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Mountain, 5 o'clock Pacific, and 1 a.m. for the UK. I stick a little closer to Norse myself. That's just me. A touch of Egyptian and a whole lot of Native American. So mostly Native American and Norse, the Norse mythology, paganism. So it's kind of like that, but with a touch of Egyptian thrown in, just for just because Egyptian. Most people don't realize that the ancient Egyptian religion was it had it's kind of the breadbasket of a lot of modern religion, whether we want to admit it or not. Along with that, but there's older religions than that. Some that go all the way back to ancient China, which China, surprise, surprise, the Chinese religion just does not get, and China, we're talking ancient China does not get enough credit for its contributions to history. For the record, when you talk about Rome, when Rome conquered Egypt, the ancient Egyptian culture at that time, and that includes the religion and all that other stuff, was already pretty ancient by the time Rome conquered it. Something like 3,000 years old, so if you find that interesting, But anyhow, I can get caught up in religion real easy, and I can get caught up in history. History is my subject now. So again, Cinnamon live stream tomorrow along with the premiere. It's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Just expect to have as much fun as you possibly can. But my wife is home. I want to spend a little bit of time with her. That is exactly what this guy is going to do. So, that and I'm getting hungry. So at this point, we're going to finish up this smoke and then we're going to shut her down for the night. Again, we are on the road to monetization. We're getting a whole lot closer every time you turn around. Ridiculously close. So close, in fact, that at this point, we're getting, it's getting there. I'm excited. I hope all of you are too. Unfortunately, with the temperature getting colder and everything, I've not been able to do as much work outside as I would like. So a lot of work will come up as, basically it's going to come up as future sort of, videos, premiere videos released. We're still going to stay live as much as we can, but unfortunately, right now it's just really, really, really hard to do the work that we were doing throughout the summer. It sucks. So that's just the nature of Missouri weather. Some days it cooperates with you, some days it don't. So, so that pretty much, yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. Monday, big premiere, uh, kind of like the last 5 years of Project Spirit. So I got to go film that. I got to go film a couple of scenes, but other than that, that's really about it. So you all will get to see Project Spirit way back, even some pictures, some of her early pictures when we first got her home. So you guys will get to see that. And I have about 2 hours worth of video footage on Project Spirit, some of the places she's been and things like that. That car has been a lot of places. I started to mention it earlier in the stream, but I got sidetracked real easy. Make sure that chat is updated. Yeah, chat's updating like it's supposed to. Let me also say that Princess Faye has kind of asked me to do. Not quite. I said I was going to have a smoke first. Good to see you, Ian. I was wondering if you were here, but yeah, you is. It's good to see you, buddy. Let me also say that Princess Faye has kind of said, hey, why don't you have, this is what it's all about. Video, places you've been, things you've done, show it. And I'm like, you know what? I don't believe I've ever done that. So here we go. I figured as soon as you said something, I figured you've been here since the word go. I'm just finishing up the smoke, went and grabbed me a bite. I'm getting hungry. So we're on the road, man. By the end of this stream, I imagine we'll be really close to only 450 hours to go. But I imagine by the end of tomorrow, it's going to be a lot better than that. So I'm already looking forward to Tuesday Night Madness. I'm already looking forward to it. And if you guys have never seen Tuesday Night Madness over on Gamery and BRFC's channel, you are missing out. It is a lot of fun. And he's been very kind on Tuesday Night Madness. He opens up his lobby. And I have been a staple in Tuesday Night Madness for quite some time now. And I will tell you all, it is one of those nights. I'm not streaming, but I have so much fun. I look forward to it. It's not even my stream, but I have so much fun. And if you've never done it, playing Fortnite with over on you, oh man, I'm telling you, he oftentimes says that I'm a legend. No, that's a true legend right there, is Ian. I'm telling you right now, he is an amazing guy. Hands down, bar none, he's an amazing guy. Yep. I wish there was a million more like him in the world. It'd be a different place if it was. He's just that kind of guy. So if you've never been to his channel, you're missing out. I'm telling you, amazing guy, wonderful, warm personality. And I can't wait to see what he does next. It's like that. And I haven't been over to see what he's been working on, but I'll tell you what, I always enjoy it. I always enjoy it. A lot of fun. Just an amazing guy, hands down, bar none, an amazing guy. But that's pretty much the end of my smoke. I'm done. I'm going to go in and grab a bite to eat. So that brings us to a good stopping point. Again, thank you all for being here. I love y'all. You guys are amazing. So, that being said, get out there and work on a project. I don't care what it is. Just do something with yourself. Remember, idle hands and a creative mind go together like oil and water. If you have a sweetheart, sweep them off their feet and do something special for them today. And as always, for every last one of you out there, if no one out there has told any of you that they love you today, Prince Magnum does. God bless you and have a happy 24. Thank you.